Hi, today I want to share from 1 John chapter 2 verse 15 to 17, reading from the NIV version. Do not love the world or anything in the world. If anyone loves the world, the love of the Father is not in them. For everything in the world, the lust of the flesh, the lust of the eyes, and the pride of life comes not from the Father but the world. The world and its desire pass away, but whoever does the will of God lives forever. There's so much going on in the world today, or even not going on in the world, depending on how you see 2020. But the same issue still infects humanity and the world for many years. Sin manifested in sinful nature, coupled with demonic forces at work in the spiritual and physical realms, are things that's been happening for thousands of years and even till today, and today is no different. But there are three key transition points for sinful and evil manifestation between the spiritual and the physical realms. And these are what happens in the spiritual that translates itself into the physical world that we see in its manifestation. And it's noted three areas that I can share from it. Is that first is the lust of the flesh, which means anything we crave physically to satisfy. Then the second one is the lust of the eyes, anything we visualize or intellectually imagine to satisfy. And thirdly, the pride of life, which is self-centeredness or selfish focus of life, where it's all about me, me, me. And all of these are destructive and do not originate from God, which will be destroyed by God on the final judgment day to destroy evil once and for all. But I want to read from the same chapter, verses 3 to 6. We know we have come to know him if we keep his commands. Whoever says, I know him, but does not do what he commands is a liar, and the truth is not in that person. But if anyone obeys his word, love for God is truly made complete in them. This is how we know we are in him. Whoever who claims to live in him must live as Jesus did. What does doing the will of God means? Because he actually says that doing the will of God will make us live forever. Whereas if we don't do the will of God, we actually will be destroyed. And again, coming back to the question, doing the will of God means to do whatever pleases him. And what does that mean and look like? It's basically loving God, because God first loved us. We love God by listening to him and his truth. Then we obey and we take it to heart. Then we show the same love God shows to us, to other human beings. We learn to do so by following the example of Jesus. We can only do God's will when we truly love God. If we don't love God and try to do his will result in us being legalistic and no different from being selfish and sinful, because the heart and motive of doing so are still wrong and godless. And I just want to encourage us, we need to love God. Thank you.